FromAHatPodcast@gmail.com. Not that impressive.
Welcome to From a Hat, the show we draw a topic out of a hat, just like it says in the title. I'm Ben.
I'm Phoenix.
You can hear birds.
You can't hear birds. They'll be there the whole time, guys. We're sorry.
I don't know if I can actually hear them on the recording, but
Well,
we
if
can.
if you can't hear them, there's no birds. They've gone extinct.
Yeah, we killed them all.
Every bird.
Anyway, draw out of the hat.
Will do.
What was that?
Fluff. There was fluff in the hat, but I threw it out.
Today's topic, fluff.
Fluff. Man, what is it all about? What's your ideal superpower that you've put a weird twist on?
Okay. I remember coming up with this one. Alright, theme song?
I'm just your average, ordinary, everyday superhero.
Trying to save the world.
I'm never really
sure.
Wow.
That's one of my favourite Smash Mouth songs.
God damn it.
That and Walking on the Sun.
Walking on the Sun is a great song.
Every morning, I wake up just the same. Another victim of ordinary fame. I don't see myself as invincible. It's not true at all. I'm just your average.
Did you know that All Star, the Smash Mouth song,
Yeah.
was actually a theme song for a superhero movie?
Which one?
Mystery Men.
Good movie.
Yeah.
Didn't realise.
The music video for All Star, which I'm surprised you probably haven't seen, is
That movie.
Like there's a bit where they're in a limo and the main characters of Mystery Men trash it, and it's just a clip from that film. It's like the song features in that film in their little casting section. So before it was a Shrek song, it was a superhero song.
Good movie, by the way. Very fitting. All-Star and Smash Mouth, but mainly the superpower stuff. Because Mystery Men, they got some superpowers that have a weird spin on them.
I'm using ordinary superhero.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. Because we mentioned All Star, and I was like, I don't want to use All Star.
Yeah, Mystery Men. They are... One of them can throw forks.
I like the one that has a bowling ball that is possessed by the dead spirit of a father.
Yeah, her dad's in there.
His skull's in the bowling ball.
Someone can turn invisible, but only when people aren't looking.
Ben Stiller is super strong, but only when he gets really angry.
And he's not even really that strong.
No, he's just stronger than
He's-
average.
Yeah. Like it's Hulk-like, except Hulk...
Which is a point of discussion in the movie. They're like, oh, so you're like the Hulk. And he's like, no.
No.
I also like how...
just an angry dude.
I also like how all of them have costumes except Ben Stiller, who just has a leather
jacket,
jacket.
That is a costume. That was, that's definitely... I'm trying to think of who. There's definitely a superhero who just wears a... Black Canary.
Lots of superheroes wear leather.
Wears a leather jacket.
Jason Todd.
Yeah. It's a good look. It's a classic.
Yeah, but, you know, he looks like a discount Terminator. But anyway,
That's funny. Okay, so... Ideal superpower that we're putting a weird twist on. So you came up with this topic, so how do you mean?
Alright, so like, what's a good way to describe this? Okay, so you know how the X-Men,
Yeah.
all their mutant abilities, some of their mutant powers could technically be classified as disabilities.
Sure, yes.
Or like, arm fall off lad,
Yeah.
who has the ability to have his arm fall off, but he has no control over
Yeah,
it.
he doesn't choose when it falls off.
Exactly. So it's kind of like that. Like, for example, that guy who's bees, but cannot be not bees.
Dr. B!
No, not Dr. Bees. I wish Dr. Bees. This is a supervillain. He's Nazi bees.
Jeez.
There's,
Just a hive of Nazi bees.
he's like a man who had his consciousness, like, you know how Electro happened?
Yeah.
That, but with bees.
I mean, I get it. I feel like he'd only need the consciousness to link to the Queen. Then the rest just do what he says anyway.
No, but he's like a million.
yeah,
he's like Million Ants.
Yeah.
From Rick and Morty, but with bees. He's a Captain America villain, shockingly.
Or spiders, man.
Spiders, man. Millions of spiders that think they're Peter Parker.
Yeah.
My favourite Spider-Man. all the multiverse, and that's the one I like most.
Comics are so dumb.
But
They're
anyway,
good, but they're dumb.
or like how some superheroes have very bad system of control over their powers.
Yeah. Like Rogue in the X-Men.
Exactly. So, what I'm going to go with here, the best one that I can think of is, this is completely ripped off from someone else.
Sure.
And it's not my final answer, but it's just a good example.
Yeah.
Multiplication Man.
Sure.
Multiplication Man has the ability to create a perfect, exact duplicate of himself.
Yeah.
Right down to the finest, like the smallest detail.
Yeah.
At the small cost of the original dying only a few seconds after it's created.
Oh, it's useless. There's literally no point in that.
No, it's not useless because he can copy himself if he's like dying of a heart attack or like a gunshot, and it's like a perfectly healthy copy, and then the old one dies anyway.
And he's got all his memories. It's just like,
Yep.
that's the old guy.
Everything's the same, except,
How quickly can he multiply?
it's like he's taking a shit, essentially. He's just...
Okay,
and it
so
just appears.
it's anywhere between, 5 seconds and 30 minutes.
About 10 seconds.
Yeah, okay.
It takes him about 10 seconds to, force out a
See, because I'm just picturing Multiplication Man has been shot. He forces out a new Multiplication Man, dies, and then the other Multiplication Man is shot promptly afterwards because
Yeah, and then he
the guy's still there.
just keep doing it till he runs out of bullets. And then just kick him in the dick.
You've only got 6 before you need to reload that revolver.
Yeah. Job done. Multiplication Man. Every morning he
It
wakes
takes-
up just the same. Another victim of ordinary fame.
I mean, hey, it's 60 seconds. It's a minute, and you've taken out that revolver guy.
Exactly. Job done.
Yeah.
But
Jeez.
that's not my actual answer. That's just
Yeah.
a good example. Like
Yeah.
a primer, if you will, for
Yeah.
the kind of shit we gotta go with
Just
here.
it's an almost pointless superpower.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want the ability to snap off any part of my body and throw it as a projectile.
You control this, right? It's not like arm fall off, lad.
Yeah, I can, if I were to... a good example is I take my pointer finger
Right.
and I just snap, and I can, like a pop socket, I can just disconnect it and throw it.
Can you reconnect it?
No.
Didn't think so. So
It's gonna have a weird twist.
very finite use.
Yeah.
What bits are...
When I break them off, though, they become, the most powerful projectiles
yeah,
ever.
of course.
It's like having... it's like one
It's not
punch
like you're
man.
throwing a finger at someone.
Yeah. Like, the bigger the thing I've got, the more powerful it is.
Yeah.
Like, if I break off, a finger, that's a bullet.
Do they have to be projectiles?
No, I can use them as, a...
Okay, because I was going to
Because
say...
if I get really desperate, I can just snap off an arm and
Yeah.
use that, one punch man.
Yeah, I was going to say, if I had that power, I'd just snap off my arm and always keep my arm as a weapon.
Yeah, pretty much. I can do that. But, that's the...
It runs out of charge. Once you've used it once, that's it.
I didn't want to say that because then it becomes proper useless.
It becomes super useless. You've got... What can you pop off?
Literally any part of me.
So, your nose, you could pull it out, or
I'll say that, if
ear
I
to-
disconnect if I disconnect my head from my body, the body... Okay, I can still move...
the body lives on.
I'm trying to think of how to do this. Alright, I can still manipulate the item
Yeah.
after I've disconnected it, but I can't, connect it back on. So, if you get some gaff tape and tape my arm back on after I've popped it
Yeah.
off, that'll work. If you just, screw the head back on... I've just created the Amazing Screw-On Head. Fuck. Have you heard of the Amazing Screw-On Head?
No.
Okay, you know Mike Mignola, creator of Hellboy?
Yeah.
He has another character called the Amazing Screw-On Head,
Of course he does.
whose gimmick is that he is a head
Yeah.
that you screw onto bodies.
Anybody.
He's a spy. He works for the government.
Of course he's a spy, and then he can use fingerprints of other people. And...
He's the greatest paranormal investigator besides Hell. It's a different universe to Hellboy, obviously. He deals with the bizarre and weird.
So he has to deal with himself a lot.
Yeah. His arch nemesis is his first butler.
Of course.
Who just turned evil one day because he got sick of having a screw on a head.
And has the ability to nail on heads.
Yeah. But anyway, back to this
Yeah.
power I've created for myself. what I'm wondering is if I disconnect my head, does the head become the unstoppable projectile, or does the body? I guess it depends on which one I'm intending to use at the time. Because then I could just disconnect the head, and then I've just got, like, I could just hold myself up by my fucking man bun.
See,
I've got an unstoppable body, but with a very fragile head.
See, I'm picturing you pop off your head, you still got control of your body, you throw your head, and your mouth unhinges like a snake, and just fully envelops whatever you're going after. That's like a one-time free eat whatever is in front of you.
See, I was imagining, like, I disconnect my head, and I'm like, and I just can, like, throw it like a bowling ball, essentially. So, like, I throw it at you, and, like, it just smacks you in the chest, and there's a big head-shaped hole in your chest from where the head went through.
So, in my head, the more essential the body part is, the more powerful it is. Like, if you get rid of an eye, you need an eye to see, so that's like a vital part, but that's more powerful than throwing a finger. It's like, oh, this is a harder villain. Just, eye gone.
I like the idea, all of them make the pop sound.
They've got to make a pop sound.
Either that or they make a squelch.
Yuck. Yuck.
Pop's probably better. Pop's funnier.
Yeah. Pop's good.
What about disconnect an ear?
Well, you don't need an ear.
Yeah, but if I, like, just rip off... I just...
You don't even have powers. You're just ripping body parts off.
I just really find it funny that there's a criminal robbing a bank. I'm like, stop, evildoer! And I rip off an ear and throw it at him. Jeez. And it just bounces off. She's like, oh my god!
Yuck.
And then the cops arrive. And I'm just lying there, screaming on the ground in pain.
The robber's just there being like, what just happened? Like, he's just stunned.
Ah, my ear! After like 3 or 4 times, I think criminals would catch on that I'm faking. They're like, he's clearly not in pain, because he does this a lot, and he...
But he's still missing the ear.
I like the idea that I didn't bother to replace the ear.
It's just a bandaged, like, a band-aid over where your ear was.
I'd need someone to make, like, harnesses and such to hold the body parts I've disconnected back together so I can have a sort of semi... Because after I've, like, disconnected all my body parts... Because, logically, the go-to move here is to just snap everything off once.
Yeah.
Piece it all back together, and then you've got an unstoppable man.
Sure.
But at the cost of him being... like a rag doll, essentially.
Can someone else pop your bits off to use them as a weapon?
Not unless I consent.
Yeah, okay.
Like if I turn to you and I go, Phoenix, disconnect my arm and use it as a bat, and you clasp my hand, you could just rip it off and
then I've got a big old weapon there.
Yeah, you've got a big old arm. But I'm still in control of the arm, so there's a good chance that you're like swinging off and I'll like bend it so it's like a fucking club. What's more unnerving, the fact that you're now swinging an arm, or the fact that the arm is still moving and alive?
That's fine with me. The swinging the arm is clearly more unnerving, because, you know, I've seen those things where you pour salt on squid, and it looks like it's still alive.
Yeah.
I'd still eat that. So, you know, I can swing an arm that's still moving.
Good question here is, what does the disconnected section of the body part look like? Does it look like...
I think it looks like a Bionicle piece.
I guess.
A round bit that just pops.
Like a pop socket?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was imagining it was just like a clear slice.
That you can see the bone, everything like that. Just...
But no, Bionicle...
I mean, that makes more sense.
Yeah, but a Bionicle connection is funnier.
Made of plastic.
Alright. So that's the amazing... pull-apart boy. What's that bread that you can pull apart?
All bread?
No, like there's a specific type of bread that you like... It's like a big bun that you pull apart and you dunk in.
I think those are just... Oh, are you talking about like a cob loaf?
Yeah, I think so.
Where it's like you hollow out the bread and then you fill it with like tasty cheese and then you rip it up and dip it? Or are you talking about like just a pull apart? Which is just called a pull apart.
Okay, well then... I gotta think of a better name.
The Amazing Pop McGee.
Fractured.
No, amazing's the wrong word. The Pop
Uncanny.
McGee.
The Uncanny Pop McGee.
The probably a superhero Pop McGee.
Uncanny is what I like. The Uncanny Pop Boy.
Who was the Uncanny?
The X-Men.
X-Men were
The Uncanny
Uncanny,
X-Men.
yeah.
But now it's the Uncanny Pop McGee.
Yeah. Who is it? If he's anything, he's X-Man. He's a mutant.
Am I a hero, or am I just a lad? These are questions for next time on the Uncanny Pop McGee.
McGee.
But now it's your turn.
Oh god.
What have you got?
Okay, so I'm trying to think of a good but dumb power.
Well, you can think of it, like, what's your ideal superpower?
My idea superpower is teleportation. It just
Okay,
would
well
make
then we're just going to put a
everything
weird
easy.
twist on it.
Well,
What about if it hurts?
actually, in the comic I've been working on, there is a character who everyone in it can teleport, but one character only does it once, because every time he teleports, his skin rips off to his own heartbeat, and it's only once all his skin is gone that he teleports. So it's like, this is going to be a visual thing. Everyone just picture, for every, like, boom, boom, skin moves off his fingers, down, like down his arm, and then it's like, boom, boom, little bit further, boom, boom, little bit further, until...
See, that's too long.
Yeah, I know, that's the point, is
I
he
like-
only ever does it once.
Yeah. I like the idea, but for you, that'd be too long if we made that
Yeah.
your power now. Okay, so what if when you teleport, you're not teleporting at all, you're just creating a copy of yourself somewhere else, and then the original explodes? Not
Is
like
it-
in a big fiery explosion, in like a meat balloon.
See, I was
expand.
really hoping it was a big fiery explosion, because then I've got some use out of it, is I'm the Uncanny Suicide Bomber.
No, but I like the idea that it's like a meat balloon that got popped.
Is he a terrorist?
Have you ever seen that episode of Mythbusters where they tested the Mentos Diet Coke theory? How,
Oh, if you drink.
yeah, it explodes your stomach. And it didn't happen that
Of course
way.
it doesn't
so they
happen
were
that
like, okay, well now we know what that looks like. Now let's find out what it looks like when a stomach explodes because we're the Mythbusters. And they just shoved a compressed air gun into a lamb's stomach or something and popped it.
That's gross.
It's great.
That's
It's funny
so
as fuck.
gross.
Because it's just like a balloon made of meat. And I imagine that's what happens to the original. You retain all memories of that as well.
Oh, good.
Unless you've got a better idea.
I was gonna say, that's pretty good. I still want it to do, like, cause being able to teleport's all well and good, but it doesn't help me much in an actual fight unless I'm going...
Well, you don't need to be a superhero.
Well, I was gonna say, unless I go Nightcrawler style and teleport and have just a rad knife that I do things with.
Nightcrawler doesn't have a knife.
He does in X-Men 2, at the start.
Oh yeah, when he tries to kill the president. Or
Yeah.
does he succeed in killing the
No,
president?
he doesn't.
Okay.
He goes, pew, 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 pew,
Yeah, but
and people
that's
are like,
like-
pew, 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 and then he leaves the knife.
But that's not like his main thing.
No, I know.
Actually, now that I think about it, Nightcrawler's main thing for a while in the comics was he was a swashbuckling pirate, so he had two swords.
That's so good. But
He was still in the Nightcrawler outfit as well.
what I was
You know,
gonna
the
say,
red and
yeah.
blue. Yeah, it was great. But anyway,
What I was gonna say is that I still want my explosion to do damage. So I think that my bones should splinter off into shrapnel, just sharp, bony shrapnel. So I teleport. It goes. I explode, and just bones flying all over which way.
so your bones pop.
Yeah.
I mean, I figured that if your body exploded like a meat balloon, the bones would have done damage anyway.
Yeah, I know, but I want them to be sharp.
So your bones pop when you teleport.
Yeah.
That feels like you've given yourself two separate powers,
True.
so you're not allowed.
Dang.
It's gotta be weird.
Is it no?
It's gotta be weird and almost
And
wrong.
gross.
Like a disability that you've just made. Like how when you were in school and you saw those photos about not making fun of, like, this is probably just me. Because my school had these posters up around being like, don't diss my ability.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it had, like, pictures of people in wheelchairs doing fucking sick grinds on
Yeah,
rails or something.
pretty
And I was
cool.
like, that's cool and all, but you can't walk, man.
I mean,
I don't mean to diss your ability. I'm sure you're much better
I
at
can't
life.
skateboard.
He's much better at life than I am, but, you know. Know your limitations. Anyway, give yourself something terrible. You can
Okay.
keep teleportation, because
No.
that's a good power.
It is a good power.
But it's going to be
Um,
something wrong with it. What if you
what-
catch fire?
Well, what I was going to say is, what if when I teleport, it's not a good power. Basically, what happens is I just disintegrate, right?
Yeah.
And I do teleport.
Like a snap disintegration?
Yeah, like a snap
Okay.
disintegration, right? And that's good because it gets me out of danger quickly. But it takes me to reappear however long it would to walk to the destination.
I'm on board with that.
Right.
Does it have to be walk or can it be run?
No, it's got to be walk.
It's got to be walk?
Yeah.
Fuck
So
me.
it's like, say I'm like, oh man, I just can't. It doesn't take any energy out of me, right? So it's like, you know what? I'm not feeling up to like walking so and so.
What happens to you in the interim?
I cease. I cease to exist.
I'm imagining, like, the first time you do it, you're like, man, time to test out my new power. I'll meet you at the shops, man.
Yeah.
And then you disintegrate, and then I'm at the shops, and I'm waiting, and then, like, some dust kind of reforms you, and you're like, the world went dark! Hell is real!
What year is it? Where have I been?
He just grabbed me by the chest and just pulled my shoulder and be like, hell is real! Hell is real!
Every time
There is a devil!
Every time I teleport, I legitimately die. I disintegrate, I die, I end up in hell and am tortured until...
There's just something funny about you teleporting to a location by snapping your fingers. You having to walk there, essentially. And then I'm like, man, Phoenix should be here soon. And then you appear, and you just grab me by the chest, pull me in, and just start screaming, hell is real!
I have full memory of my time in hell.
I like the idea that you only remember it for like 30 seconds. And then after the 30 seconds, you're like,
we made it. Okay, cool.
Just because I love the idea of people who've never seen you do it just staring in horror.
Yes.
What was that? You're like, what? You don't remember even showing up and being like, hell is real. You just like remember
Getting there.
You get temporary amnesia of it.
Oh. I guess I made it.
You remember it when you, once you've teleported though.
Yeah.
Like once you've teleported, you're in hell for that space of time. You're like, oh yeah, I'm back in hell again. So imagine after the 500th time, you just appear and you just like put a hand on my shoulder and go, hell is real.
Yeah. Dude, I know. Hell is real. Just get ready.
And I'm just standing there held together with duct tape because I never got around to finding someone to build me harnesses. And I'm like, yeah, man, I'm aware.
One time I appear, and it's like, so how is hell? It's just like, well, Satan's kind of bored of me.
He's getting kind of sick of it. Oh, fuck.
You know,
that's the best.
Fire and brimstone, it's all there.
That may be the best power I've ever heard. We are the uncanny Hellboys.
Oh, God.
Hell is real. Your name is now Hell is Real.
Hell is real.
That's your name. Tune in to another exciting adventure of the Uncanny Pull Apart McGee and Hell is Real.
Hell is real. I like it because it really has the only thing it can do is get me out of trouble. And when I get out of trouble, I end up in hell for a time.
See, I want to twist it to be like you could, like I want to say you can run. Or like as in, it could take you the time it would take you to run, or like if you wanted to teleport to, say, the moon, the amount of time it would take the space shuttle to get there.
Right, so it takes however the quickest mode of transportation
the quickest
is.
mode of available transportation to you at that time to get to the location.
Which
is even funnier, because if you were to teleport from my house to the shops now, you'd beat me, because the quickest mode would be like a car, which you could steal outside.
Yeah.
So you're just appearing there and grabbing whoever's nearest and telling them,
Hell is real! It's real!
and I'm just firing myself out of a cannon because
Jesus.
I'm unbreakable. Can I be killed after I've pulled apart all my body parts?
I mean, you can take your head off, so presumably not.
Yeah. Is the head weak, or does the head now become...
I think if the head is a weapon, it is strong, but if you're using the body as a weapon, it is weak.
So, in the in-between of me not using each bit as a weapon, do they go back to being just normal body parts?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm on board with that.
Yeah.
That's fine then. So, cool. I only really need to break them off once then. Because then I can just be like, alright, cool, now my hand is the weapon.
And it's
So-
attached to duct tape.
Yeah. I can't move much.
I like the idea of it's just like, you've got this hand, it's always super powerful, but every time you use it, because you haven't got a good harness or anything to keep it on, you like punch and the duct tape just burns away. It's like, well, pick it up. Gonna have to get more duct tape.
Open pants, slip it down there for now.
It's like, one day I'll figure this out.
I'm imagining a fight scene where we're taking on some baddies and I'm just like throwing body parts and you're teleporting and you're like, help! Punch, teleport, teleport, punch.
Real!
Heroes of Newcastle, Hell is Real and the amazing Pop Apart McGee. My name's changed like 4 times.
Of course.
It's just gonna end up being McGee.
Yeah, it's...
McGee, Hell is Real and McGee. I think we're great.
Or your name can be, it's Pop, not Soda.
Pop Not... I hate that. It's Pop Not Soda and Hell is Real. I'm here to save the day.
The 2 worst superhero names. We don't even really help people. We just kind of
We
turn
give them
up, we turn
nightmares.
up, scream a bunch. People kind of freak out, and then people are back at home like,
It's even funnier if I'm still doing the ear rip-off bit and you're appearing next to me after I've ripped off the ear, screaming that hell is real as the guy stares in horror at the ear on the ground and the man writhing in pain.
I'm just picturing like,
Hell is real. Yeah, mate, I know, I'm fucking here.
Mommy? Mom? Is hell real? No, baby, it's okay. It's
Hell is very real.
Don't listen to your mom! Hell is real!
Well, on that note,
I guarantee it!
on that note, I've been It's Pop Not Soda.
The uncanny, it's
Sorry,
Pop, not
the
soda.
uncanny It's Pop Not Soda.
And I have been the uncanny Hell is real.
Uncanny.
Join us next time!
For more adventures in time and space with Hell is Real and It's Pop Not
Superhero, trying to save the world, but never really sure. Just your average, ordinary, everyday superhero. Not the ordinary stuff. That's all I really am. Just your average, ordinary, everyday superhero.
Thanks for listening. To contact Phoenix and Ben, email them at fromahatpodcast@gmail.com or go to our Facebook or Twitter. Links are in the description.